Hi everybody. I actually have been able to do a little bit of crafting. Let's see, yeah, work has been insane. Just worked, it felt like nonstop the last 3 days, but it wasn't. I was able to get maybe a little bit of sleep, but anyway. I'm in a swap with Louisa, who is all about craft. Hi, Louisa. And let's see, she had done a swap with Maggie, who's Maggie White. Hi, sis. And her work was just absolutely stunning. I was like, oh my gosh, wow. And she doesn't do videos. So after I saw the video that Maggie had done of what she had received, I sent Louisa a message trying to encourage her to do videos because, I mean, her work is just absolutely amazing. And we messaged back and forth a little bit, and she suggested doing a swap. And I suggested she might want to see some of what I do before committing to that because, yeah, after seeing her work, I was pretty intimidated about doing a swap with her. But, yeah, somehow, eventually, we agreed to do one, and we decided on a box, an altered dress, or art dress, and some handmade flowers. So I'm going to show you the art dress and the box. This is the first art dress that I've done. I tried to follow Jeanette, Scrap and Happy XO, her video. Hi, Jeanette. Because hers was the first that I saw, and just, I mean, you all know Jeanette's work. It's just absolutely amazing. So I gave it a shot. I should have used thicker book paper. I actually used dictionary paper, but the bustle part is not shaping or holding a shape as well as I'd like it to be. But this is what it is. So this is the back of it, where you can see the dictionary pages. And I edged the bottom of each 3 layers of the bustle with the bottom part of this tulle lace trim, and you'll see that in just a second. But the back is a corset tie with little pink ribbon, and that is the back. And the front, this is the tulle lace ribbon that I used, and I had a piece that I cut this part off with to line the bottoms there, and on the top of it are some like leaf areas around the roses, and I cut out several of those to just line out the bottom of this piece of fabric, and then put the tulle lace trim on top of that. And I had made the bodice using paper mache with printer paper and the cheesecloth over top of that to make it sturdier, and then over top of that I decoupaged more dictionary paper and decided she just needed to have a little bit more bling to her. I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but I actually ended up covering her with this ultrafine transparent glitter. I had gotten this years ago at a rubber stamp convention. I don't know if it's even still available or not, but there it is if you want to look it up. I got several really gorgeous colors of this stuff, and this is the mimosa that I used. And then I put Mod Podge over that so that glitter wouldn't be falling everywhere. And I put a little some pink bling or rhinestone trim around there, and I still need to make a little hanger for it, but I also made little straps for her dress out of the same bling. So that is my first attempt at an art doll or art dress form, and I'll put the link to Jeanette did a 2-part tutorial on it, so I'll put links to those on there or down below. So that is that. And then for the box, I did again something that I've never done before. And Trisha, a little shabby chic, hi sis, encouraged me and inspired me to go the mixed media route, which I've been dying to do, but just haven't gotten up the nerve to do it. And oh boy, you keep an eye out for when Trisha starts putting out videos again, because oh man, is she doing some gorgeous stuff. Sorry sis, couldn't resist. But she totally encouraged me to go this route. So I did. So I'm going to just show you the front of it first. Where I used one of the papers from my whitewashed petite patterns, one of my digital collections. And I covered the outside of the box with that. And on the bottom portion, I just wrapped this lace around because I thought all of the floral was just a little too much with everything going on top of the box. And this is one of the metal pieces I had gotten either from Maggie or Trisha, and it was very easy to bend. I took off the original hardware, and it was easy to bend, and I just put a coat of gesso on it to tone it down. And then just did a tiny little dangle with a little acrylic piece and a couple of Wild Orchid Craft flowers. And on the top of it, I went nuts and had a field day. So the first thing that I did was cover the top with the same paper that's on the sides. I didn't need to gesso it because it already has that effect. But I did do some stamping on it and some modeling paste in a couple different patterns in a couple different places. And I added some wedding applique. I mean, I added a ton of stuff on here. Let's see, a little key lock that I think I got from Linda, who's Daydream Believer. Hi Linda! A little key that I had, some Wild Orchid Craft flowers. The corners are resins that I made. This angel is a resin that I made. This cameo, flower and butterfly, is one that I made. So it does have a bunch of handmade pieces on it. This was a Prima flower, a little wooden butterfly, all kinds of Wild Orchid Craft flowers in here. There's a little crown resin that I made, a little Tim Holtz charm that says Inspire. No, I'm sorry, this is the one that says Imagine. And this frame is one of the ones that I got at a yard sale, or the flea market, I can't remember which, where it had images in it, but I loved the frame. It was a bronzy color, and I spray painted that. This is part of an arty cake, the bee with the little rhinestones that I altered a little bit. I gessoed it, and it had 2 strands of the rhinestone that were kind of looped, so I just, cut those so that they would hang down straight and shortened them. A little cameo in a frame here. Some little resin flowers there. Let's see. There is another little metal piece under here. This is just a little acrylic hummingbird. Am I forgetting anything? Okay, so once I got all that on it, well, before I put the bee on it, then I used a little bit of Lindy's, it's one of the gold starburst or something like that sprays, and I used a spray that I made myself using Pearl-Ex powders, and that was, I'm not going to be able to read it. I mixed this one, and this is Pearl White. Mix that with it and mix them together in the spray bottle. And just sprayed over everything. I did gesso everything first. And then just sprayed. And I was originally going to put a vintage image in here. And then I just couldn't find quite the right one that was going to work with everything else. So then I decided I just wanted it to look like flowers were just tumbling out of the frame. And I think I achieved that. I love how that came out. And I didn't want them to just blend in with everything else. I tossed back and forth about to gesso, not to gesso. And decided not to, because if I did and didn't like it, there was no turning back. So I'm really happy with how those pop, and how it's, you know, it's kind of magical how they're coming out of the frame and in full color against everything else that is not in full color. So that is my first true mixed media project, and I love it, and I hope Louisa loves it. And inside I just use the same paper to line the inside of the box, just to finish it up. Yeah, and then just painted the rims in white. And the bottom is covered in felt. And I'm definitely going to do more mixed media. It did take me a while to figure out what I was going to do and how I was going to do it, but it really was so much fun. And I got to do one for myself now. It's going to be a little hard giving this one up, but when you're doing something specifically for somebody, it makes it a little bit easier to give it up. So I'm going to try to take some pictures and attach them at the end. And there it is. My recent crafty projects. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your comments. Thank you and welcome to my new subscribers. And I really appreciate the time that you spend with me and the time that you take to comment. And I hope you're enjoying what you see here. And hopefully I will see you all soon. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.